What's up, guys? My name is Tom, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. You're joining us on the second episode of our Abbasiddian adventure, which has started in the 1066 start date. Before we get into this episode, we're just going to delve into some history about the Abbasiddian Caliphate. So the Abbasiddian Caliphate was the third caliphate that succeeded the Islamic prophet Muhammad. It comes from Muhammad's uncle, Abbasiddian. Let me just check quickly, because I want to get the pronunciation right. Abbasiddian Abdul Muttalib. That's probably the wrong way to pronounce it. So they were ruling caliphs from their capital in Baghdad, just like ours is, and they were the heads of the empire, or the caliphate, from 750 AD to 953 AD, and once again from 1157 to 1258. So we're basically in the middle of that time period. So, you know what? If all goes well, we will get to where they historically got to, or re-got to? That is just not a word. And to where they ended up being during that time. Obviously, last episode, we became the kings, although our title is Caliph, of Mesopotamia, the Sultanate of Mesopotamia. But if we go to the de jure kingdom titles, we still struggle. We have just over 50% of our territory. So this episode is basically going to be a consolidation of Mesopotamia. Now, de jure obviously comes from the word meaning of law, as opposed to de facto, which is essentially who actually controls the territory. So we have de facto control of half of the kingdom and de jure control of all of it. And so this episode is going to be rectifying that so that de facto and de jure are the same, except for this one province. So let's get going. So if we look below us, we've got the Sulaimanid, the scandal. My daughter-in-law, Begum Arslan Khatun, has been showing the signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought that her husband, Prince Muhammad, was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father is to be none other than Beg Tatus, who is also a... what is he, a count? He is, I believe. Yeah, he's a count. So my son's wife is sleeping with this random count. You know what? You should have just not revealed it. I would have had him as my son. It's fine. But now that you've revealed it, well, I think you need adultery. We can't have that, can we? Can I just imprison her? No, I can't. Alright, well, we'll leave it be. Yeah, so the Sulaimanids below us, significantly less soldiers than us. We can only seize one county at a time. And apparently, with our allies, we actually have a similar strength in numbers. But I still think that we'd probably be able to get the day. In terms of our lifestyle traits, we will go with... I mean, none of this really help us, but I do want to get this whole of bloody trait. Or do I want to go church and state? What was I doing last episode? I don't know. Monthly piety. No, we don't really need that. Let's go mental resilience. But since we are Islamic, we can get more marriages, and that is potentially more alliances. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm not going to do that because they won't accept. Meanwhile, my daughter is becoming fickle. I could make her otherwise, but I don't feel the need to gain the stress from such a engagement, so we'll just let it happen. And they want me to what? They want... oh, wait. Oh, don't even worry. We don't even need to fight the war. He's just made him our vassal. That's not exactly great, because he is very powerful. And I would very much like to get rid of him. And the question is, if he dies, does it all just go to his... does it all just go to the same person? No, it doesn't. So we want him to die. The chance is not very good. But I'm going to try it anyway and see if we can convince anyone. Alright, no one is convinced. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Power of the Quran. Allama Nasraddin often quotes passages from the Quran about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements his personality. I will memorize and recite a section on... Who is this man? My Alamar and Faris. So he's a knight. I don't know what an Alamar is. Is that just my... I actually don't know. Oh. Right, so I just have to work out what he wants. He's forgiving, lustful, and just. I guess if he's just, we'll go fairness, right? That makes sense. And we have succeeded, so we gain some piety. That's nice. In terms of issues, we got a powerful vassal that wants to be on the council. That's probably, yep, this guy. Is he good at anything? He's quite good at being a chancellor. And he's good at learning as well. Can I actually appoint him? Ah, so this is what an Alamar is. Sorry, mate. In terms of task, let's, do we just want, I mean, county, well now the question is, what do we do next, right? I guess fighting this guy, is that an option? It is. We can holy war. Well, I guess that's going to be the option. Oh, and we also do want to get rid of this plot. Can I stop it? Okay, I'm abandoning. Alright. So we will holy war this man, I think. Just take the duchy. I think it makes sense. It'll increase our power. How does it look for de jure empire titles? It's in the Arabian Empire, which is fine. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, so let's have a look. Declare war. Oh, I can just conquer it. Why can I just conquer it? And change the objective to that. That is easy. That's an easy war. I think there's just no reason not to. So we'll declare the war. We'll raise our armies. Oh, someone else is conquering it for us. But they're hostile, so it's fine. We should be able to take it. And my wife is pregnant. Alright, so we still want this guy to die, to be honest. He's 53 though, so potentially he might die soon anyway. And I'm now the cultural head. Well, the question is, I still have not worked out this fascination thing. It's not that I don't know how it works. I get how the system works. I just don't get... Oh, High Crown Authority. I guess we do want that, because that allows you to change the succession law. Alright, we'll just leave that. I just don't get which one I should go for. I don't know what the meta is, essentially. And we also need to work out what is our goal. I can make my daughter cynical. No, it's just some random. Yeah, you can be cynical, I don't care about you. So obviously, if the Seljuks dissipated, then we would have... I think we're one of the strongest. Maybe these guys are pretty strong. Oh, no, they're not. So we'd probably have a good time about conquering everything and everyone. But otherwise, we could just try and work our way through the internal politics, which I think is an easy option at the moment. Just going from war to war. Let's just see. They're all the same religion, so we don't have the Holy War casus belli. But yeah, I do, since Mesopotamia is part of the Persian kingdom, I would very much like to become the king of Persia and then try and usurp the title and then work our way west from there. Oh, look, we lost the war. Good. Glad. Okay, let's just go to the realm. I have a son. Wahid. That is fine. That can be his name. Wahid, I don't mind. Can we conquer this man? Do we have the ability to? Are we strong enough? I don't have a casus belli, so the answer is no. I think I'm going to get my bishop to fabricate a claim on this territory. In fact, we might actually get him to fabricate a claim on all 3 territories, and then try and take it all at once and just expand that way. We are one domain. We have one more domain to give, or not to give, to take, essentially. And so we should try and get there quickly. God, my pronunciation's not great today. Not my pronunciation as such, but my articulation. Will increase our control of Kirkuk. And this guy likes me again, so that's good. The good thing about him being strong is that he can potentially wage war on his own. And that means that he might potentially take territory for us, allowing us to expand without actually expanding, without us actually doing anything. Who is this guy? Who are you? Oh, you're Suleiman as well. Did you just die or something? I don't think I can start the scheme because he is risen. Are you the guy? My council full? Did you just usurp your... Oh yeah, he's unlanded. Is it because I made him my religious leader? Am I missing something? I have no idea. I can have another perk. We'll just go restraint. Again, trying to get hold of body. How old are we now? We are 62. And I think the fact that we're going down whole of body is definitely going to continue along those lines. Meanwhile, we're at war with the Byzantines again. Oh, my daughter's becoming patient. She is quite the woman. Curious, patient, and fickle. I mean, fickle's not great. It's not bad, though. What are they fighting for anyway? That's what I want to see. Seljuk invasion of Armenia. So we're doing, what, the same war again? Or am I thinking of it different? Or have we continued doing the same war? I don't know, but either way, it's definitely not going great. Oh, I can designate a guardian for my daughter. I don't really care. My court physician. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Cumania. Wait. You know what? I think I'm getting mixed up between the Asturian ascension and the Abbasiddian adventure, purely because they both start with A's. But I don't think I've looked around this map yet. So obviously we've got the Holy Roman Empire, we've got actual France, even though I keep calling the Francia of West Francia France in the Asturian Ascendants, which you should check out if you're not watching. We've got a proper England, which is clearly King William. We've got a Brittany, an island that is unifying in some way. Proper Norway. Sweden is small. Poland, Ruthenia. Oh, my liege lost the war. Wow. The Byzantines, they look strong. I don't know how many soldiers. Up to 10,000, 11,000. Decent. Fatimids are not doing badly. The Seljuks look like, they're decent. How many soldiers can he actually have anyway? He can have nothing at all. Apparently a similar military strength to us. What does that mean? Independence. We would actually possibly win. But I don't really want independence. Might have to have a look at the factions, though. See, I don't really know how the Islamic world works, and if we can just put ourselves on a throne purely because we're strong. So let's have a look at the factions. We'll go against your liege. Wants independence. It is 9 members. Very strong. The age of the world. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my ulama Ismail, urges me to keep it to myself, leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Everyone deserves to know the truth. Lose piety, gain prestige. A reasonable point, Ishmael. Gain 25 learning, 250 piety, 75 prestige. Or just gain 100 learning lifestyle experience. We don't really need either. So I think I might just take the learning lifestyle experience so that we can try and get the whole of body trait. I'm very tempted, if they're all going to go independent, I'm very tempted to join and just help it through. Oh, I'm already in it. Why am I in it? Did I miss something? And I can get my claim. You know what? I don't mind being in it. Are we fighting? I don't think so. Alright, let's have a look. Oh yeah, war? I'm so confused. What is going on? Alright, so we have just got our claim. Let's continue getting claims on that one territory. Why am I in that faction? Do I want to be in that faction? I kind of do, but I also kind of don't. I think a weaker Seljuk is bad for us because the Byzantines might just stop. But it's good for us in the same way that it'll allow us to take power. As a certain Peter Baelish said, chaos is a ladder, and we definitely want to be climbing that ladder. But a disunified Islamic world is definitely ripe for the picking. We haven't had any crusades yet. Historically, I think we're about 7 years away. 1087 rings a bell. So there's certainly room. But yeah, if we're not unified, and I think historically that is one of the reasons why the First Crusade was so successful. And if you actually look into the history of the First Crusade, it is a shambles. It is an absolute shambles, yet is the most successful, arguably, the most successful crusade. And that is because I believe that the Seljuks were quite disunified, and the Sultan was dealing with other issues when the Crusaders arrived, and his scouts majorly underplayed the strength of the Crusader force. So he was essentially misinformed and decided that it wasn't an issue. And so the Crusaders, who had been rampaging through Germany and the Byzantines and Hungary, ended up walking into Arabia. It's interesting stuff. Highly recommend looking into it. My guest ward has become my friend, even though she's an atheist. Am I an atheist because I study things besides God? What am I? Does it say? It just says this is you. Does it tell me what I am? No. Maybe. I don't know. 3,000 troops. We're definitely looking strong. Again, I'm just going to continue creating these claims, and then we're going to get a claim here. And did we just declare war? Of the Persian Empire, I guess. I'll join your council. It is a Persian Empire. Does that mean you're not Islamic? You are Islamic. So why is it Persian and not Seljuk? Am I crazy? Is this a glitch? I'm so confused. It's paused. Why is it paused? I didn't pause it. Oh, I left the faction for, I imagine, for independence. Interesting. We're going to look in those factions again and see if... Interesting. It's very interesting. So I can create an independence faction, but no one really seems like they want to. We're going to look at how strong our liege is. So liege, again, very, very weak. So much so that it almost would be worth, unless I can put myself on the throne. But I don't believe I wouldn't have a claim. I have an Arabian Empire claim. Are you saying that I could declare war for... No. But are you not the Arabian Empire? The Fatimids not the Arabian Empire? No, they're the Sultanate of Egypt. So the Arabian Empire doesn't exist, or does the Seljuk also hold that title? I am very confused. I'm being raided. Where am I being raided? I do not know. Down here. Where? I mean, this is part of me as well. Do not know. Am I independent? Is that what happened? I think that might be what happened. No, it can't be. Because when we zoom out, it says Persian Empire. I'm so confused. When death of natural causes is 1 year away, I'll receive a warning. Well, that's nice. I'm expecting to just get that warning straight away. Oh, my daughter, my other daughter, can also get a guardian, so we'll do that. Alright. So let's just think about what we can do. Alright, his military strength is recovering significantly. I do not get why it's the Persian Empire, though. And I don't get how we have a claim on the Arabian Empire that I don't think exists. Yeah, it doesn't exist. So we have a claim on something that doesn't exist. That's interesting. My daughter's going to be greedy. Again, I don't really care about her. That's probably the wrong decision, but I don't. I'm inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He is losing too much blood. Where is the physician? Bugnat is nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, my steward, Beg Sulayman, is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. So, I can save the soldier and gain 8 stress because I'm arrogant. I can save the soldier by myself. Well, step back, this is my pay, obviously. I've saved him, and he's not that good. He's not bad, but he's not great. 10 martial, 5 prowess, yeah, he's not great. But I do get a lot of learning lifestyle experience. He joins my court, and I have a strong hook on him because we saved him. Hooks are essentially a way to get characters or people inside the game to do what you want because they owe you. Or you might know a secret about them. Maybe they're having relations with their sister, or they murdered someone, or we saved his life, so he owes us essentially. I can declare more wars. My Chancellor and Vassal has claims on this man. It's tempting. But I still want to do these. Although I don't think it's independent. Is it? Who's my liege? Let's work this out. So, my liege is the Persian Empire. But why does this look directly under him? Is it like a kingdom? It is. And his liege is also the Persian. Okay. So when I declare war, we have similar army sizes. Interesting. In terms of factions, there is a faction against me. It's my son. My 46-year-old son is trying to start a faction against me. I thought we were friends. We are. He loves me. I guess I don't know. Once the Persian Empire, can I just do this by military faction as well? Can I start my own military faction? Independence is again, I could join, and it's quite strong. Then there's these populists and other populists. So am I a claimant? Let's see if I can work it out. I doubt I am. I'm not. I cannot just say, hey, look, I'm powerful, give me the title. So I think I am going to join the populist faction and see what happens. And I'm now the faction leader because I am so strong and mighty. So, oh, I can claim the entire duchy. That is worth it. Worth it. And is this my son? No, it's another daughter. This one can be good at stewardship, I guess. Yep. An unforeseen tragedy. The spouse of my son and heir has passed away. How did she pass away? She was executed by my son. So I don't know why we're upset about this, but anyway. He's now unmarried. You can have this 19-year-old who's from a mosque. And she's also the wrong religion, but she's 19. Oh, she's sadistic. Alright, you cannot have this person. 21, but she's 40 and she's possessed. Let's not do that. What about 27? Wrathful, arbitrary, impatient. Come on, ladies. 22. Calm, lazy, brave. She's also the wrong religion, but it'll be fine. There you go. Rest in peace. That is not the way I was expecting that to go. Excellent. Alright. Again, looking at the faction. Against me. Can send an ultimatum in 5 months. Okay. We'll continue with that then. "4,000 soldiers. My allies have absolutely no soldiers. So it's me against all of these guys. It's probably not worth it. Not yet. I want to split this guy up. He looks like he's got a rebellion on himself. What are you rebelling against? War for the claim on the Sultanate of Persia. Interesting. Maybe I could take it from him then, if he's fighting against someone else. 4,000 soldiers. What do I have? See, their strength is weak. Oh, I was his spy master as well. I could have just murdered him. Didn't know that I was his spy master. 10. I have 36 learning. And 10 intrigue. Education comes to an end. My ward is now come of age. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Rashida the intricacies of warfare. I was naive. She has only developed a basic understanding of the subject, but at least she has learned the essentials of managing an army. I can only hope that the rest will come with experience. So somehow I taught her to be a tough soldier. Could be worse. Tough soldier's decent. We also need to look into buildings. I've just thought about that. Let's have a look at Baghdad. I can construct a new Holland. What does that mean? I can create a castle or something. Baghdad itself, 150 gold. Watchtowers give us fort, tax, levies. Number of knights and light cavalry. I'm tempted to get this, and I'm going to. 3 years. Not too bad. Perk-wise, we can get healthy, medium health boost. Next we can get whole of body, which should give us a massive boost to health. Again, looking at the factions, we can send an ultimatum at any time. And we're going to. And we are going to war. And on that bombshell, I'm going to leave you there. I don't know if this is the best decision, but I do think it will significantly weaken the people around us, and as such, we should be able to just snowball. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the Fatimids will also snowball. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, for joining me on the second episode of our Abbasiddian adventure, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.